Actually, it won't take too long. So they're saying the cotangent is 3/7. Agree with me? All right. Now, there's a couple different triangles that we could create where the cotangent is 3/7. Typically, we are so used to saying, here's my angle, and we're going to say this is my adjacent and this is my opposite. We're so used to that, right? However, remember, we're talking about constraints now. We have a context of an x and a y axis. So in reality, could I also do -3/-7? Would that still simplify to 3/7? Yes, right? So there's actually two triangles I have to pick between. So if I don't have any constraints, it doesn't matter. Just do your standard triangle however you want to. But if we're talking about constraints, that means we're talking about in the context of things being positive and negative. So I'm going to create my two triangles, and I have to choose between which triangle is going to be the right triangle. And we don't really have to choose, but we have to determine it by our constraint that secant of theta is less than 0. Well, secant is 1/cosine of theta, which is less than 0. And it doesn't matter if it's a number or it's reciprocal. If that number is negative, then the reciprocal is also negative. So what quadrants is cosine negative? In the second and the third. So do you guys see how this triangle is now the triangle of choice? Yes? So we can simply just forget about this triangle and say now we're going to use this. So now I use Pythagorean theorem. I have 49 plus 9, which is going to be the square root of 58. Right? Yes? OK. I'd want to simplify that radical. So let's see, 4 goes into there. No, it doesn't. I guess that is simplified. All right, so then we just leave it like that. And then they're saying do sine, cosine, and tangent. So now that we have our triangle, sine is opposite over hypotenuse. If I simplify by rationalizing the denominator, I have this. If you don't understand what I just did, please come in and see me. Cosine of theta is adjacent over hypotenuse. When rationalizing denominator, I have a simplified version of this. And tangent is opposite over adjacent, which is a positive 7/3, which is the reciprocal of cotangent. OK?